Here are some of the stories making headlines across the region. Cuba is moving closer to immunizing its population against the COVID-19 pandemic. The Cuban COVID-19 vaccine Abdalla ended its third and last clinical trial in early May. Richard Richards gives us the details.
Since the 22nd of the past month of March, the Abdalla vaccine has been applied to 48,290 volunteers in the provinces of Santiago de Cuba, Guantanamo, and Bayamo. The vaccine candidate Abdalla is approaching its final goal after the 3 ultimate doses which have been applied with very few adverse effects. This will surely lead with firm steps towards the total immunization of the country, as assured by specialists. According to experts from the BioCuba Pharma Business Group, adherence to the previous protocol was greater than 97% of assistants, which reflects the appropriate safety profile and the stability in the research on most of the selected volunteers. It has been reported that the evaluation of the efficiency of this immunogen has begun this Monday as one of the main points in this period of clinical studies, following up of all the subjects with the purpose of detecting those who test positive for the coronavirus. The publishing of the results of the efficiency of the Abdalla vaccine candidate does not have a fixed time, because it depends on the speed with which the cases appear in the period after the administration of the third doses. As to the projection of studies with Abdalla in pediatric populations, the researchers are in the final stages of designing clinical trials in age segments of 18 years and under, which must be submitted to the evaluation and authorization of the Cuban Center to Control State of Medicine, Equipment and Medical Devices, so as to be able to start with them in a not too distant term. On the other hand, April has left the highest numbers of infected and deaths in Cuba due to COVID-19, according to Dr. Francisco Duran Garcia, National Director of Epidemiology of the Ministry of Public Health in Cuba. In one of his daily press conferences, he said that 31,346 COVID-19 patients were registered in the fourth month of this year, some 5,660 more than in March, an average of over 1,000 cases per day. Last April, the fatality and mortality rate from the virus experienced a notable increase, adding 229 deaths due to complications associated with the disease, a figure that doubled the previous record registered in February when 108 persons died. Also in April, COVID-19 positive children, 4,449, that includes teenagers aged 18 years and under, were treated with an average of 148 cases per day. The latest update of COVID-19 broadcasted by Cuba's national television newscast this 3rd of May shows us that over 109,000 Cubans have been diagnosed with the disease. Of these, 94% have recovered, 5,638 are hospitalized, while the death toll has risen to 675. There are also 111 patients in intensive care units, 43 in critical conditions, and 68 moderately ill. Cuba hopes to administer its experimental vaccine against COVID-19 to almost the entire population of Havana, the capital city, before the end of May. But as this begins to get underway, the Soberana 2 vaccine, which has not yet been fully certified, is already being administered to medical personnel on the island. If these 2 vaccines are successful, both Soberana 2 and Abdalla could be the first to be developed in Latin America and the Caribbean, and by the end of this year, Cuba's whole population, some 12 million people, will be protected against COVID-19. Direct from Cuba, for the PBCJ, Richard Richards, Canal Caribe.